My topic will be that the House will implement food tax. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the most important things about our lives. Eating. May I ask you what do we eat on daily lives? We eat popcorns at the theaters, maybe have some potato chips for snacks, and maybe we would grab some hamburgers passing through McDonald's. We enjoy eating, but have you ever thought that eating and uncontrolled eating would be disaster for you? Today, two houses are gathered here to find a better way to lead our society. And today, the House would implement food tax. Before I start, I'd like to set two definitions straight. The first definition would be implement. Implement would be an act of government to actualize and apply a policy. And the next word, and the most important word to be defined, is food tax. Food tax will be defined as an extra tax that is given to a food that would cause obesity, and which will be, if this policy is agreed, chosen by the health organizations. Maybe humans are built to eat, and humans are meant to eat, and we live to eat. Maybe some people eat to live. Humans have our natural instinct to eat whenever we want and eat whenever we can. Ladies and gentlemen, long time ago in ancient days, this made no problems. Our instinct to eat didn't make a slice of problems. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, it still did not make any problems. Fatty and oily foods were luxury to the richest, and the rest, who did not have enough money, could not dare to touch it, maybe got a one or two touch of it a year. But today, the situation has changed. Our instincts are the same, but the conditions have changed. Today, in our country, food floods. The groceries is not the size of it used to be. Now it's the size of our past so-called shopping malls. Nowadays, following our instinct made us take in fatty and oily foods that led us to obesity. And now, I came here to tell the world the ultimate way to fight against our instinct, to save ourselves, to save our society. And to fight our instinct, there is only one way that we could do. Use another instinct. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here to fight against obesity because it is not only a threat to a single person, but also a threat to the country. Because the government has decided that it will threat ourselves and the whole society, we have decided to fight against it. And we are putting fat tax on food so that we can raise the cost of the food, therefore reduce the purchase of the food as the cost of the fat food will rise. Today I'll be arguing on three main arguments. First, to secure the health of our citizens is country's responsibility. And second, implementing food tax would have positive effect of reducing tax used on obesity clinics. And third, obesity affects the country in a direct way, so therefore should be stopped. The first argument that I would essentially develop is that the government has the responsibility to secure and protect person's health. According to Lusu, a long time ago, when the society was created, people have agreed to form a society and to be ruled by the rulers, while being protected by the rulers. And myself, standing on this stage, I ask and request the government to follow the responsibility which became a bedrock of how the society have created. Ladies and gentlemen, a man should not get their rights without their responsibilities, so as the government. Therefore, I request the government to fulfill their responsibility to protect their citizens. Obesity is not a differences between peoples. It is not a characteristic. Obesity is a monster that will slowly eat you up. Obesity is a bank full of possibilities of illnesses, but not money. Obesity can cause high blood pressure that will potentially lead to heart attack, which will kill you. It will lead to diabetes, also, which might kill you, and it will even lead you to cancers, which will again kill you. Because obesity is a very threatening illness to the citizens. I have requested the government to follow their responsibilities and protect their citizens. Now going on to my second argument, by putting on a fat tax, we could reduce the tax used on obesity clinics. As I've previously stated, obesity causes illnesses, and the illnesses are fixed at the hospitals. And the hospitals, they get part of the money used on medic from the government. And as the government, you have to use their part of their taxes to pay for the medical causes. We could reduce the money used from our taxes by reducing the illnesses caused by obesity. According to the government's health researches, currently there was $147 billion that was used per year for obesity. If we put fat tax on it, and if you see the effects, so therefore if obesity reduces, the government will have a lot of money left. Therefore, it could be used for beneficials for elderly, higher educations for the young youths, and better living conditions for the society, which is a way to develop our society. Now I would like to go to my third and my last argument. That obesity directly affects the country. Of course, as you know, obesity makes you fat. What happens if you become extremely fat? You become slow, you become lazy, you refuse to use up your fats. But not stopping there, there is a more serious factor. Obesity causes psychological problems. According to research, obesity will cause melancholia and anthropophobia due to their inferiority. If you look at the percentage that 30% of US citizens suffer from obesity, and if most people suffer from these psychological problems, US will lose more than almost 20 or 30% of their citizens who could work diligently and effectively. Therefore, the country will lose their competitiveness. Currently, I have argued about how obesity is a threat to our country, therefore we should implement fat tax. But still, even I'm standing here, I cannot disagree. I cannot disagree that eating is evil. I cannot disagree with the fact that eating is a benefit that is given to a living being. However, because humans are given the intelligence to control our instinct, and because I believe that our intelligence to control our instinct is a reason that our society could stand, this House would implement food tax. Mr. Speaker, I owe my time.